autonomous driving systems such as full self-drive and autopilot to save pre-mapped operational design domains?
Senator Markey, our driver's assistance system that you mentioned, full self-driving supervised in our vehicles, can be operated on a generalized solution in all public roads. On the other hand, our fully autonomous solution that is in operation in Austin is geofenced and mapped to limited area.
So what Tesla is doing, unlike Waymo, Teslas do not have technology that prevents drivers from triggering the full self-drive and autopilot in unsafe conditions. So from my perspective, that's outrageous because autopilot and full self-drive have already been involved in dozens of deaths because, in part, Tesla drivers can enable these driving systems on any road under any conditions. And by failing to follow the best practices of every other AV company, Tesla is putting American lives at risk. And that is unconscionable. And it's why in December I introduced the Stay in Your Lane Act, which requires automakers to define where and when their driving systems are safe and restrict the driving systems to those conditions only. Tesla does not do that. Tesla's vehicles say full self-drive, but really they are only partial full self-drive. For the driver, that's very misleading to call something full self-drive when you cannot, in fact, meaningfully use that technology without increasing the danger. We need to ensure that they are supervised by human drivers when they are using full self-drive. So that's my message to Tesla. You got to do that. Other companies do it. You have to do it as well, or else we're going to continue to see recurrence of these accidents on the streets of our country. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
So that's Lars Moravy, probably one of the smartest men at Tesla, smartest engineer, who happens to be working for the smartest man, probably the genius of our time, of our lifetime. And the gentleman questioning him is obviously a politician. They had a hearing, basically a hearing yesterday, talking about the autonomous vehicles. Now, I don't need to tell you which party is with, because obviously there's a lot of partisanship going on here, and that doesn't matter. But a senator's job, essentially, is to do what's best for the people. Now, there's thousands of opportunities for him and everybody else to look at the data. His job is to save lives. And his line of questioning, we knew wouldn't be Tesla friendly. Oddly enough, he makes it sound like Tesla is not doing the right thing and Waymo is doing the right thing. Now, I'm not anti-Waymo, but LiDAR is not the answer. It's just not. And there are things going wrong with Waymos. They haven't killed anybody, thank God. And I don't want to sound like I'm knocking Waymo, because I'm not. I really believe that there's room for other players, but he makes it sound, of course, because it's politics, that Waymo's good and Tesla is bad. But the really bad part about this is, and look at me, I'm not exactly a young guy. There's a reason that I pay attention to Tesla and SpaceX and every other technology that's out there. I want to learn about what's going on in the future, because I want my child to have a much better life. And I'm trying to navigate and figure out where we're going. Now, 40,000 people every year die in car accidents, on average, just in the United States. I think it's 1.4 million or something like that. I believe it's 1.4 million worldwide. And this has to stop. And now we have the technology to make that happen. So we already have the technology. But anyway, the worst part of this video is Senator Markham is 79 years old. I'm almost 20 years younger than him. And I can guarantee you, if you're not listening to the young people in the room, you are going to get left behind, because why would you not listen to the people who actually understand what's coming, right? Why would you not do that? And here's the bigger problem. and this is really the main reason I made the video, not alone does he not know what he's talking about, but I would presume that his aides are much younger than him. They prepped him for this line of questioning. They prepped him to go up in front of the American people and ask the smartest guy in the room questions about this autonomous technology, which is going to save thousands of lives. And the younger people on his team don't understand it. That's even more scary than a 79-year-old who doesn't understand it. I know a lot of people that watch my channel are older. I'm not attacking old people. But what's interesting to me is some of the comments I get on my videos are from older people who are so in tune with what's going on over at Tesla that it's blowing their minds. But the people who are in charge of our daily lives don't have a clue what's going on. And the young people they hire to prep them and to teach them about what's going on in the future don't have a clue. That's really scary to me. You know what, Senator Markin? Do me a favor. Maybe you should start watching YouTube videos. Or maybe you should go on X and learn how to use email first, of course, and then come on X. And I'm sorry if I sound insulting in this video, but I am sick and tired. You know, I deal with this on a daily basis in my own life. I have friends, and I have some business friends who have children, and they're teaching them about their world. Their world is old. And you're actually brainwashing a child, and you're not preparing them for the future. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't raise a child in a belief system that you were raised in, because all you're going to do is make their lives worse. To me, actually, it's a form of abuse to not allow people to think for themselves and to learn for themselves and to go to places where they can find the truth and find what's actually going on in the future. You're doing a disservice to your child. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share the video, and leave a comment down below. And by the way, I will actually leave a link to the entire Senate hearing on this. And it's worth watching because there are some really smart people in that room and there are some real idiots. And you know what? If you live in a state where that idiot is in charge, you better wake to hell up. Thank you.